Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Andy. I'm the managing consultant for Cybervenger. Today we're doing another deep dive into the 110 controls of the NIST 800-171 standard. If you want to do business with the Department of Defense or other federal departments, you definitely have to comply with the standards. We have a video that talks all about what it is and why you should have it. You should check that out on our channel. But today's control is, if I look down here, we are on 3.6.2. 3.6.2 says you need to track, document, and report incidents to designated officials and or authorities, both internal and external to the organization. So if you get a breach, someone breaks in, someone gets data, someone locks out data, whatever, you need to track as much about that process as you can. Find out what was taken, what wasn't. So if there's a data exfiltration or not, you need to know what was exfiltrated. If something was it, what part of the equation was taken out? Was it confidentiality breached? Was integrity possibly breached? Was availability affected? Whatever it is, even if the system just goes down for a while, you're obligated to report that kind of information. And who do you report to? How do you report, right? There will likely be some kind of information in the federal contract that you're working on that contains COI or talks about you making the COI. It talks about who you need to report to. You need to report to them right away and to whatever terms might be in that contract. Typically, most standards out there, not even just NIST, but lots of other compliance standards out there have breach reporting requirements of some kind. Typical time frame is a day or two, maybe 3. Gives you a little bit of time to figure out what's going on and to have some clue as to what to report exactly, and to maybe rule out some false positives so you don't set out the fire alarm when there's no fire, that kind of thing. But we're not talking weeks or months. And I think even just general tort law might, I'm not a lawyer, so don't quote me on this part, but I think even general tort law would leave you in an actionable position should you fail to report a cybersecurity incident to affected customers, to affected business partners, to law enforcement, that kind of thing. Even if there isn't a specific security standard that tells you have to within a certain amount of time. So that's something that's very important. When you're doing your incident response plan, you should have a list of everybody that needs to be contacted and how you contact them. A little more difficult than it might seem. In fact, look again down here. This is the, if I can click on this darn icon, there we go. This is the DIBnet. The DIBnet is likely something you're going to sign up for when you get a federal contract to build, make, whatever it is you're doing for the Department of Defense. You have to have an account, and this is where you would report an incident. So like a little big button over here, report a cyber incident. Now, if you notice, it's going to complain to me that I'm not logged in, and I'm not logged in. I don't have an account here. We're just the IT company. We're not the actual, contractor. But you should have a login, and you're also going to need to have a certificate created. The reason you have a certificate is that you can authenticate that you're the one who's reporting the breach. Why would that be important? Well, there's a security concept known as non-repudiation. Non-repudiation. Repudiation. The idea is that you can't deny later that you sent something. So if you start an incident response plan report and you fill it out, you can't later go, oh, that wasn't me. That was some competitor trying to make me look bad because maybe you don't want to pay the cost or maybe change your mind trying to pull some funny business, whatever. All those details are captured forevermore. And you can't deny it because nobody else could create that report without your certificate. So either a breach happened and you reported it, or someone else reported it with your certificate, which means a breach happened. So either way, a breach happened, right? Even if it's not you, that's a breach. So you need a certificate. It's a little bit of a convoluted process. It's something to be aware of. That's something you have to do before you start doing the contract, so that you can report a breach. And you want to document that where that is. You want to save those credentials, in a lockdown secure manner of some kind. Maybe use KeyPass or online password manager or something, wherever you do, to have that ready to go. And the idea being that the faster you can report into a centrally managed location, the better. Anybody involved is going to need that information. And back to what kind of information they're tracking. So if you look back here at the standard, it does say track and document, not just reporting. So anything you could do to track or document about the incident, when it happened, how you noticed it, what's affected, what your conclusions are as to what was breached and what wasn't, and why you reached those conclusions, any logs. You want to save all that information. You want to export your logs, you make copies of them, save them in a centrally located manner, protect that system. A typical, your help desk system, ticketing system, usually good enough for this sort of thing, but you may want to have a ticket classification. Like a lot of ticket systems will have a ticket type field or something along that nature, and you want to have one specifically for cyber incidents, and that we can set it to that, and it makes it easier to find and organized. The more organized and easy to find things are, the better. Can you get away with things being a little sloppy? Yeah, but that's not the direction you want to go, obviously. Make it easier on yourself. An incident is going to be in an environment where you want to gather information correctly and quickly, because time is always of the essence. I think we talked about in the last video. But that's really all there is. You definitely want to report any incident that happens, even the small stuff. A small machine gets breached. If there's any possibility CUI is affected, then you got to report that you're legally required to. And that's all we got for this one. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.